What's up, y'all? Welcome to, or thank you for watching another one of my videos. It's Friday morning. Um, I didn't get a chance to record my video last night, so I have to do it today. But anyway, so there's this old adage where people will say, um, they'll say, if you didn't vote, you can't complain about who gets put in office. And that never really made sense to me because I've always believed in, the choices that you make, you have to live with those choices. So I'm kind of on the opposite end of that. If you vote, you can't complain on who gets office, right? Because most of the time people are only thinking about two parties, right? Or the lesser of two evils. So either way, you chose one of those. So, that's the choice that you live with, right? Me, however, for me, my vote, uh, it it is a representation of me, in my opinion. So if there isn't a party or an individual that I support or resonate with, what am I voting for? For me, there's no need, Um, people, most people, when they say, you should vote, really they want you to vote who they think that you should vote for, and not, simply vote in the person that you believe in or whatever. For me, I believe in voting for my own self-interest. Who's going to benefit me and my family? Who do I believe is going to benefit me and my family best? And in this case, uh, for me, like I was telling some friends last night, the crime bill in Joe Biden is unforgivable. Unforgivable. There's nothing that Joe Biden can do to erase or reverse the damage that the crime bill has done to my community over the past few decades. So, no, absolutely not. Um, I can't even write in Kanye because Kanye is busy trying to police women's bodies, like men love to do, try to police our bodies. I can't support that. Donald Trump. I certainly don't agree with everything that he stands for. So I can complain all I want because I consciously made a choice to abstain because I feel that there's no candidate that really resonates with me. Um, some people, in their vote shaming, they try to say, it's out of laziness or apathy. But please believe, because I am in the markets regularly, I do care about, the platforms of these candidates. But I think about them in a different kind of way. So I think about how this candidate may impact market sentiment. How could this candidate uh, put money in my pocket? Do I have the opportunity to uh, build wealth with this candidate? Um, I think about, my retirement with this particular candidate. And for one, Biden is talking about raising capital gains taxes. Um, and, I'm not going to vote for that. And you guys have to understand, you guys as in black people, you guys have to understand that people vote in their self-interest. So you can't call black celebrities sellouts if they choose not to vote for Biden. Biden is talking about raising their taxes. Why would they vote for that? Why would they vote to pay more taxes? It makes no sense. Would you vote? Well, I can't say that. Um, I think black people, we need to learn to kind of compartmentalize our morality And voting is not necessarily a matter of morality. Um, you don't have to compromise your morals um, in voting for your self-interest. So think of it like a concentric circle. When you cast a rock into a river, the strongest point of impact is right there in the center of the circle where it makes contact with the water. But then that energy, those waves radiate throughout the entire river to impact the entire river. So think of the black community in that type of way. If I focus on family, the point of impact right in the middle of that concentric circle where the rock makes contact with the water, focus on my family and then let that energy radiate outward to the rest of my community. So that's my approach, man. I'm focusing on my family, get my family right, and then I'm going uh, to radiate that same energy out into my community. Just think, family first, and best believe that while a lot of these black celebrities may condemn Donald Trump publicly, best believe they are sitting down with their team and thinking about who's going to have the greatest impact on my wealth. What does this mean for my wealth? Who is the candidate that if elected will have a positive impact on my wealth? So we have to start thinking like that. Um, and I say pretty often that black people we like our racism with a pretty little bow tied around it. So while we all consciously know that racism was well and alive when Barack Obama was president, um, for some reason people acted like when Donald Trump was elected that racism was just this new spontaneous happening. Like it didn't exist. Police brutality did not exist. There were no pandemics or epidemics or anything, you know. Um, so I, I just really think we need to change our approach when it comes to voting because really we have no political power. Like let's be real. And we have no political power because we have no economic power. Um, a lot of us like to throw around this $1 trillion in economic power, and that's BS. It's no power with that because it's not focused. It's not. It's not focused. So there's no power with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's BS. Um, but yeah, we really need to change our approach when it comes to voting and think about what candidate is going to have the greatest impact on our lives in terms of our wealth, our attempts to build wealth. Um, I don't believe that uh, Ice Cube is disqualified and a sellout. A lot of people probably haven't even read the CWBA. You know, I think it's a start. Um, I think that black votes should come with a cost. You should have demands and not just, oh, I owe my loyalty to any one party. No, no, not at all. Not at all. Um, what else did I want to say? Yeah, I think that's really all I had to say, y'all. Um, I mean, just consider what I'm saying. Just consider what I'm saying. And I'm not, this video is not endorsing any one candidate. I will say I voted in one presidential election when I was 18 years old, and um, that was many years ago. So, uh, yeah. Yeah, it was a long time ago, and I haven't voted since. So, um, and I don't even think that was during Barack. No, it wasn't during Barack Obama's tenure. I didn't even vote then. So think about it. Because I don't vote and I'm choosing to not vote, doesn't mean that I'm ill informed. It actually means I'm very well informed, and I just choose to not choose anybody because nobody meets my standard of they don't deserve my support, in my opinion. Um, but in on the flip side, I'm not vote shaming. I'm not shaming anyone who chooses to vote. That's your right. Vote in good conscience for who you support. You know, um, think about the fact that Black America loves that racism to look nice. We like the closet racism. Um, we don't like for it to be on display to the world, right? Um, we've learned to live with racism so much that we're completely cool with it. And although, probably the majority of black people, if you were to pull them aside and ask them if they were cool with racism, they probably say no. But look at their actions, look at who they vote for. People hate Donald Trump so much that they are willing and eager to put a guy in office who has a demonstrated history of systemic racism against black people with the crime bill. So you'll see, some talking heads will say, that it had no impact on the state level. But if the federal government is offering incentives to the states to implement certain federal laws on the state level, that has an impact. If I am running a state and the federal government comes to me and says, "Hey Lance, we'll give your state $100 million to do XYZ," I'm probably gonna do it. So think about that. You know, think about that. But yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Have a beautiful weekend. Stay black, y'all.